Okay, guys. Hello, Coofandy shoppers. Now we're gonna say all this over again, but faster. But for those of you, sorry, something in my throat. For those of you who were there 10 minutes ago, you saw us start the stream and then abruptly end it because the sound quality was not up to par. And now I'm expecting it to be pristine. And but let us know because the chat is open. We are live on other platforms. If you are watching us on other platforms, please click the link in the description. It will send you straight into Coofandy's live stream carousel so you can shop around and see all the great deals that Coofandy has to offer. And also the other thing that I want to add is that Coofandy is collaborating with NASCAR this summer. And of course, there's no better kind of representation of summer than NASCAR racing all across the United States. So if you're looking for some swag, looking for some nice summer clothes so you can, tailgate in style or, support your favorite driver, definitely check out this following stream.
Yeah, definitely. So for those of you that don't know us, we are Seb and Michelle. We are a Canadian couple living in the Caribbean. We've been working with Coofandy for quite some time. We actually haven't live streamed. It's probably been a couple of weeks, but happy to be back. We have lots of great clothing to show you. Seb is currently wearing the first piece because we've already actually done all of this. And as Seb said,
it's right behind it.
Exactly. So yeah, we have a couple of different camera angles. We're going to switch around. And as Seb said, the chat is open. I will be manning the chat. I will be flipping around with the cameras and obviously telling you about the product sizes, prices. Yeah, Seb's gonna scoot on over there, and I'm gonna go like this real quick. And so if you have any questions, feel free. If you just want to say hi, how are you? The chat is open, so please feel free to do that. So I'm gonna go ahead and flip this back over here, and so we're gonna see. Check out Seb.
At this, so obviously you've been seeing me wear it, but look at how I'm sure it actually translates on camera how soft this looks. It's so nice. It does fit perfectly. Michelle, you remind me
so this one, yes, this is a medium. Seb is in a medium. This one is 65% polyester and 35% cotton. You're probably going to hear us saying this throughout the stream. We don't know how Coofandy does it, but back in the day, you would hear polyester and you'd be like, oh, I'll scratch you, uncomfortable. None of Coofandy's polyester is like that. Yes, this does have cotton in it, of course, but even their 100% polyester, I would never guess that it's polyester. But yeah, so this one here, Seb clearly has the black and white one. Does come in a lot of different colors. That's one of our favorite things about Coofandy is if you see something Seb is wearing, maybe you don't like the color, maybe you don't like the pattern, I always encourage people to go ahead and click the link in the carousel. It will bring you to their product page, and there are just so many different options to choose from.
Yeah, but this one is one of my favorites for sure. This is something you can layer. This is something you could wear just like super casual, or like I was doing before, you could button it up and make it a little bit more, put together. But either or, this shirt looks great. It fits really, really properly. Love the way that this is a shirt that I would probably, in my own opinion, never kind of tuck in because it does live really, really nice untucked. And I just feel like I should be wearing this today.
Yeah, definitely. And the nice thing about those ones is that even though it's a long sleeve and you might be thinking, hey, who's wearing long sleeve in the summer? They're just so light. They're a perfect one to kind of have on, to have with you, in case it does get a little bit chilly. Of course, this is not something that's going to keep you warm like a big thick sweater or a hoodie, but it is the perfect summer piece for sure. All right, the next one that Seb has, this one is definitely one of my favorites. We did bring this with us when we were traveling over Christmas. This is a really nice lightweight knit sweater. He has it in the blue, but there are about 10 different colors to choose from. As I mentioned before, Coofandy has so many different colors and options always, which is great. This one is 100% polyester. It is normally $33.99 and it is on a red limited time deal. We love seeing those limited time deals. It is 24% off, making this $25.99. And let's see what it looks like on Seb.
Look at this. This is kind of like this everyday sweater you just put on and you feel extremely comfortable. Look at the pattern on here. I don't want to call it pattern, but more like the actual texture. So it's thin. It is a thinner type of sweater. I'm wearing a t-shirt underneath here. and I could literally be on a summer day just outside because it's not going to be too warm. And the nice thing with this as well is that if I do want to layer it with multiple layers, I can do so because I've got plenty of room, plenty of stretch, which is really, really cool. It's got a really nice band at the bottom here, kind of like around the waist, a little bit more of an elastic, tapered down waist. Same thing with the cuffs right here. But yeah, super nice. Very, again, for me, it's all about comfort. For me, it's all about not only layering things and kind of matching things, but it's comfort. I want to be comfortable in these clothes. I want to be, whether it's traveling, we've got a lot of things that I've traveled with, like on airplanes or spending the day at an airport or different airports. You just want to be comfortable. You don't want to be sweating. You don't want to be too hot, too cold. Perfect. Coofandy has always a solution in my wardrobe, so I can pick and choose. But this one definitely something that I've traveled with that is extremely comfortable. That you can have collar out, collar in. Always looks nice.
Definitely. And yeah, exactly as he said, as you can see, the picture for the product page, he's wearing like a long sleeve shirt and you can kind of see the white tucking out under there. And I feel like it's just such an easy way to dress something up and not something that I would have thought of till I saw that. And that's exactly what Seb did, which is really cool. All right, up next we have this casual corduroy jacket. So it is a zip-up bomber style jacket. And I do love that they're calling it like a vintage jacket, which I totally see that. For fabric, they're saying this is the soft corduroy fabric. Seb has it in light brown. There are about 9 different colors to choose from. Seb is in a medium. This one's normally $33.99. It is 18% off, making this $27.98. And let's see what it looks like on Seb.
This is also another piece that I probably would have never picked it out. Seeing your pictures, I'm like,
Disco George is here, sorry, and he says, good morning to our favorite island crew. Good morning, hope you are well. Sorry to interrupt, keep going.
But yeah, this is I never thought I would be I don't want to say cool enough, but a bomber jacket, I saw people wear them, and I'm like, oh, it's nice, but never thought, I was more of a classic type of person, but now, I'm all about the bomber jackets. I've got a few from Coofandy, and they are nice. I love the zipper. I'm going to get a little closer here so you can actually see that quality zipper right here. And I love the contrast of that zipper. It's a nice, shiny, really high-quality zipper. And, of course, you can see the corduroy type of texture. It is not a jacket that's going to keep you super warm. So that's what I love, because this is the kind of jacket that I can keep on even indoors. And just it's part of the look, part of the actual whatever you're wearing, your style, right? Really nice finish inside as well. So they did finish the inside and makes it look a little bit more, put together. And elastic around the waist as well. So when you do zip it up, it kind of brings everything together. But if you're not zipping it up and just keeping it open like this, it does still look incredible. You just need a motorcycle or kind of, I don't know. I gotta be a little cooler. Right?
You look so cool, Seb. So cool. And it is true. That is one of the things that we absolutely love about doing these collaborations is, we're not picking the things that Coofandy is sending us. So a lot of the times, they're things that we wouldn't even have thought that we actually like. And then Seb puts them on and we're like, wow, these look really awesome, which is really nice. So it's really cool to be doing these. Disco George said, ask Seb how many member-only jackets he owned back in the day.
None.
Oh, he says none. How many did you own, George? Yeah, members-only jackets. What are those? Motorcycle? I have no idea. So he says none. What about you?
I've got, and that's the thing with what you were talking about is Coofandy, this whole idea of your style, finding new things. I've been for the past 30 years always kind of in the same niche of clothing, like t-shirts, polos, that's it. And now I'm discovering new things.
George said 3. Ooh. So he had 3 back in the day. Oh, he's definitely trumping
what's back in the day though?
Yeah, what is back in the day
for you?
They said they were very popular in the 80s.
It's true. And I was not a popular 80s kid.
Not a popular 80s kid over here. Oh, you're very popular now.
I didn't have my mismatched colored Converse, though.
Good. Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. All right, up next, you're going to hear me saying this a lot, but yeah, this is another one of my favorites. I love just like a nice classic black sweater. You've got the quarter zip. This is another one that we definitely brought with us when we were traveling. Seb is in a medium. So I do want to say this, that most of the time in Seb's summer clothes, like if he's wearing, like a button up shirt, although now you're probably more into the mediums because everything used to be smalls.
Yeah.
And for like summer stuff, and then for like fall and winter and sweaters and jackets, he'd kind of go with medium because he's all about the layering. Although now I feel like a lot of summer shirts, he's feeling more comfortable in the medium. So it just kind of depends. But he's been eating, he's been working out. All right, so Seb is in a medium. He's got the black one, but again, there are lots of different colors to choose from. This one is 100% polyester. It is normally $36.99. It is 5% off, making this $34.99. And I feel like, $35 for a really nice sweater, honestly, you cannot beat that. So let's see what it looks like on Seb.
Yeah, this is the one that we had brought back home in Canada over the winter break. And it kept me warm. I was able to layer it and make it look really, really nice. Check this out. This is kind of like the V-neck that I like, but of course you've got the zipper here. So if I want to zip it up and kind of close up the collar, I can. If I want to open it up and I would wear it with a polo under here or even a button-up shirt, you can as well. And it is so comfortable. Obviously, this is the black in the medium, but they do have a few colors. I'm not going to say there's dozens and dozens, but you do have your classic colors that you can choose from. I'm looking into the white one. I would love to have a white one and maybe a blue one as well. The other thing that I want you guys to note is that it does have an elastic. I say elastic, but it does have kind of a more of a cinch around the waist, and it feels incredible because it puts everything together, like brings everything together. Cinch is also around the cuffs, so around your wrists. It still has so much room for you to move, but also room for you to layer, which is why it's one of my favorite pieces.
We're all about the layering around here. Up next, we have, let's see, these polos. Honestly, I say this every time we do a stream with them. If you have not tried their like knit polos, you are truly missing out. Seb wears a polo every single day to work. And then obviously, if we're going somewhere a bit more casual for dinner, he'll wear jeans and a polo. It is just his go-to outfit. And, we used to buy the big name brands and, spend all the money on the polos. And then we were introduced to Coofandy and, we were sent a couple of the pieces for the streams and for so on and so forth. And I have then since purchased my own for him, a bunch of the different colors and the designs. They are absolutely fantastic. I don't throw them in the dryer, just throwing that out there, but they wash really well. And they're definitely all part of his rotation. So if you've not tried them, honestly, highly recommend you check them out. Bill, thank you so much for following Coofandy and for being here today. If you have any questions or just want to chit chat, chat is open, but thank you so much for that follow. Okay.
And also, for people that are chatting or following us on other platforms, if you want to actually chat with Michelle and I, make sure you get onto Amazon to enjoy the live stream.
Yes. All right. So this one here is, Seb has it in the khaki, but there are 25, 30 different colors here to choose from. It is a soft knit fabric, and let's see what it looks. And price, normally $31.99. It is 6% off, making it $29.99. And let's see what it looks like on Seb.
Look at this. This is, like Michelle said, one of my favorites. My go-tos for the past, my whole life were polos and are still polos. And this here is, for the first time, a kind of a knitted, really, really finely knitted polo. And check this out. It feels incredible. Look how soft that looks, and I can tell you how soft that feels. You've got some really good stretch. Clearly, the cinch around the arms, which is a nice thing. You've got the cinch, a bigger cinch around the waist as well. But look how it fits. This is a smaller medium.
This one is a medium.
This is a medium, and it's got room to grow, which is really nice. Now, obviously, I'm not going to be layering this. Maybe you might wear a t-shirt under here. Definitely up to you, and you could definitely do that without looking, or even those tank tops.
Yeah,
absolutely. But yeah, and the last thing I want you to see, I love every time I put them on, those oversized buttons. They don't look oversized, but they are just a little bit bigger than the regular polos, and I think that just adds kind of a little touch of uniqueness And again, so many different colors to choose from. You should have 6, 7, or 8 because the colors are beautiful. This lasts a long time in terms of wash and care. Obviously, Michelle said it before.
No
Do not
dryer.
put this in the dryer. Just wash it, hang to dry, and you're good to go.
Yeah. I mean, you might be able to, but just with it being that like
Maybe
knit
a little
fabric,
something.
like, yeah, I just worry like, if it might like shrink or something. So yeah, just hang to dry and yeah, the shape stays. They're awesome. All right, up next we have our first of many long sleeve wrinkle free shirts from Coofandy. If you have not tried their wrinkle free shirts, you are truly missing out. I feel like I literally said the exact same thing about their knit polos, but it is true. We love wrinkle free around here. I don't do any of the ironing. Seb does the ironing, and yes, he has many shirts that he does have to iron. And this one here, wrinkle free, is awesome. Obviously, you get yourself ready for the day, but I'm sure we've all been there. You're maybe in and out of meetings, have a jacket on, jacket off. You're running some errands, seatbelt in the car, on and off. You get a little bit sweaty, and then your shirt kind of just gets wrinkly and messy throughout the day. Not with these ones. It is really great. They stay looking really fantastic, no wrinkles, and honestly, how could you not love that? So Seb is wearing the dark blue, but there are about 17 different colors to choose from. You, of course, have all of your classics there. This one is 65% polyester, 30% viscose, and 5% spandex. This one is normally $29.99, and it is 50% off with the, and it says it is the lowest price in 30 days. I mean, it's making it $14.99, under $15 for a really nice dress shirt. Honestly, how can you go wrong with that? And then George is asking how thick the material is. So let's bring it over to Seb, and Seb can talk to you about that.
So this is.
Oh, you've never checked. Look at you. It's so fancy.
And you know what? It just works. Maybe not with these light. Yeah, with the.
You kind of like it with the light jeans.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Maybe with a brown belt will even look a little bit better because the black and the blue. I'm not a huge
Seb
fan
hates
of.
black and the blue.
And but yes, to answer George's question, let me show you. I'm going to get a little closer so you can actually see. Yes, it is on the thicker side. Now, it is extremely soft, extremely stretchy, as you can see, but yes, thicker. I'm not too sure if the thickness makes it kind of more of a wrinkle-free type of shirt, but it is definitely a little bit on the warmer side because of its thickness, so just keep that in mind. I do love, and it does bring it home for sure, that little Oxford button on the collar. Kind of, just it's. I think it kind of does makes the shirt for me. If their collar was an open collar or floppy collar, it wouldn't do the same thing, especially in this kind of thickness of material. But the really nice thing is, despite how often I said it was thick, it's not heavy. It's not a heavy shirt. It doesn't fall heavy, which is a nice thing. And again, it is wrinkle-free. As you can see, look at this, completely wrinkle-free. That's incredible.
George said, wow, Oxford, haven't seen that in a while.
Yeah, they're coming back.
They're coming back. They're coming back, definitely. Oh, I like it. I just never seen you with it tucked in, but obviously both depending on what you're going for. You want to wear it out your shirt and it's more casual but still dressy, but you tuck it in and then that really steps it up. So many options with many of these shirts from Coofandy, which is definitely why we love them. All right, getting into a little bit of some summer. We've got this men's knit button-down vintage polo. Seb, when you're putting that on, can you just check the size for me? For some reason, I feel like this is a small, but I can't remember. So Seb's going to let me know. It is a small. So Seb is wearing a small in this one, so you definitely want to keep that in mind. He is wearing the light green. If you are not feeling this color, again, I totally agree. This is not a color that we would have picked if we were they're like, hey, pick a color from here. But I'm kind of glad that they just sent us this one because it actually looks good on Seb, which is really nice. But if you're not feeling that, there are about, say, 18 different colors to choose from, of course, depending on the size you're going for. For fabric type, they're just saying breathable and comfortable fabric. This is normally $33.99 and it is 18% off, making it $27.99. And let's see what it looks like on Seb.
Now, this is another piece that I would have not seen the picture and ordered right away because I'm like, nah, it's not going to fit me. It's not going to look good on me. And it is definitely a unique piece. It is definitely something outside of what I'm usually wearing. but for summer shirts, for something that's might be just a little bit more different, I love the knitted aspect of it. I'm going to get closer so you guys can actually see the knit. Look at this. So because it is knitted, it does have incredible stretch. You have those buttons and really cool double. I keep on calling it double collar. It's not a double collar. It's kind of like a double V, right? And
I
it's
think that's what makes it vintage, right? Like
yeah,
it's that collar
it's
that
like
you would
that
see.
old school, like
Yeah.
80s or 70s kind
Yeah.
of vintage, even earlier as well. Like if we've seen movies in the 60s and you see the astronauts, I always see that movie with the astronauts going to the moon for the first time, and you see them wearing this in their Corvettes. It's that kind of double V collar, really cool vintage style. It does have, like I said, lots of stretch, so it's really nice to wear. I've worn this opened, completely unbuttoned with a t-shirt, white t-shirt under here or a black t-shirt. Looks great. Obviously, I'm not wearing a t-shirt underneath here at the moment, so buttoned up, it still looks fantastic. And it is extremely airy and light, which is great for summer.
We all need that airy and lightness for summer. And it's like the nice thing about that is like, yeah, Seb's not wearing anything under it. Obviously, when he pulled it, you could see his skin. But in general, when he's wearing it, you know, when you would see it on the product page, you would think, oh no, that's going to be like super see-through with all the holes, but it's not, which is really nice. All right, up next we have a long sleeve button down shirt. Seb has black, so this is a nice classic shirt. Everyone, you know, just kind of needs a couple of these in their closet. Speaking of which, Seb needs a new white one, so I am going to be grabbing one of these. He is wearing a medium. This one is normally $26.24. It is 24% off, making this $19.99. And then on top of that, there is an additional 10% off coupon code. If you do not know about the coupon codes, those are always found underneath the price, and you actually have to tick the little box. So you want to make sure you actually tick that before you put it in your cart, because that 10% will not automatically just come off unless you actually check it. And this is 100% polyester, and we have 2, 4, 6. So we've got about 12, 13, 14, about 14 different colors here to choose from. So, and again, it's just all of your classics, the black, the white, the blue. There's like a pink one. I think there's like a green, and we have so many lights in here. I'm like kind of squinting to see the product page, but yeah, all the classic colors, and let's see what it looks like on Seb. Oh, again, a tuck-in. Look at
Classic.
you.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm trying to tuck it
I
in,
know.
so, you know, so
and I like everything with the light jeans. It looks good.
It's not bad, not bad at all. This is exactly like Michelle said, the classic button-down shirt, something that every person should have in their wardrobe. In a pinch, you don't know what to wear. This is gonna just fit pretty much any situation, whether it's, you know, a little bit more dressier, or even if you want to untuck it and have it open, or even just like this without a tie. I still look put together, ready for kind of like any type of event, without really just sticking out of the crowd, right? I'm just, you know, sober and yeah, just able to, right, you know, blend in, I guess. You've got buttons on the cuffs, as you would expect. You've got the where my microphone is, you've got that little pocket here. It is the classic shirt. You don't have Oxford buttons on here. It is the normal classic shirt. Really easy. I've worn this with a tie, and it fits perfectly. The actual collar is not too small. Sometimes they're way too small for ties. And I mean, that's just the way some styles are. But this is definitely something you can wear with or without a tie as well. And yeah, fits perfectly inside. Obviously, if I untucked it, it does have that cut where it is supposed to be tucked in, depending on the style, of course, that you want. But some people will just like it like this. I think it is a little longer for me to wear untucked, but it also feels incredibly comfortable when it is tucked, because it's not going to just slip out and become untucked. So yeah, it is super comfortable. It fits perfectly. This is a medium, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And like Michelle said, there are a few of those basic solid colors that you, I mean, everyone should have a black, a white, maybe a light blue. Definitely pick one.
For sure. A light blue. You don't have a light blue. Is that your subtle hint of being like, oh, you're getting me a white one? Just throw in a light blue one in there. All right. Up next, we have another wrinkle-free shirt. Again, absolutely love these. These are fantastic. They're calling the one that Seb has army green. I'm not too sure. For me, it's not forestry. I don't know. You can be the judge, but it is a type of green. But again, of course, if you're not feeling that green, there are like 19 different colors to choose from. And that wrinkle-free, You have to check that out. It is fantastic. This one here is 74% nylon and 26% spandex. And I do know that nylon, every time Seb puts this on, especially because right now we're in an air conditioning room, obviously when he puts it on, it's going to be cold to the touch. So it is actually a really great shirt for the summer because that nylon makes it really nice, light, and airy. And it is definitely a cooler fabric. And and wrinkle free, obviously fantastic. And this shirt currently is $14.99. I mean, again, for a long sleeve dress shirt, finding one for that price is nearly impossible. So definitely a fan of that. And yeah, lots of different colors. And let's see, Seb.
Yeah, look at this one. Not bad. With the light blue jeans, definitely not the color match that you would want.
It'd be nice with some nice black pants.
It would be nice with black pants for sure. But yeah, this thing, because of its fabric, I forget what fabric you said? Nylon. Yeah. Because of the nylon, it does feel really cold as soon as you put it on because it is refreshingly cold. Yeah. Because of the nylon, obviously. But the nice thing too is that it will kind of like keep you cool throughout the day as well. It is a wrinkle-free shirt, and I'll show you that in just a second. But let's go a little closer because you have to see, I'm hoping you guys can see the stretch on this as well. It is extremely, because of the nylon, extremely slick as well. So it's not that polyester or cotton feel at all. Completely different feel. I do like the collar on here, the nice same color buttons, as you can see. It is a classic shirt, and I'm going to out just like that. And it is fully wrinkle-free as well, which I love. It's a little longer as well. Again, it's a good thing because if you do have it tucked in, you are not going to just slip out, whether you're driving, running around, like Tom Cruise, you're never going to have it untucked.
I don't get that reference.
Tom Cruise is always running at every movie.
Oh. Okay. All right, up and next, if you are looking for a short sleeve, I love that in the title, they're calling it the summer shirt. These are fantastic. Seb has a bunch of different styles of these in his closet because honestly, these are perfect when you're looking for something a little bit dressier than just a polo, but maybe you don't want to go the long sleeve route. So right now he has the geometry black is what they're calling this one because it's got the designs, but they have so many different options. There's like 35 or so different options here. You have all of the solid colors that you could possibly want. Plus there's a couple here, like, so Seb's is the pattern, which you're going to see. There's also like a striped option here, but in general, and then there's a few one down here, but in general, they have like every single solid color that you could possibly want. This is 100% polyester. It is $24.99, but there is again another coupon code that you need to check that box with an additional 10% off. And let's see what it looks like on Seb.
This 100% polyester, I've never felt so light, soft, breathable. Again, we don't understand how Coofandy does it. Love the pattern on this. It does have a little bit of stretch, not too much, but enough to make you comfortable. Obviously, pick the right size. This is, you said, Michelle, a
medium.
Medium. So I'm definitely a medium with these shirts with Coofandy. Love the kind of like oversized, a little bit more oversized type of collar. It does have that little hint of white inside because it is all over. So you got that kind of like pop of white when you keep it open. This is definitely a shirt that I would keep untucked. As you can see, it does look, the cut is really, really nice untucked. Of course, I could tuck it in, but this shirt screams, like, let me loose, man. Obviously, I've worn this with a t-shirt under here in the past, where you can just unbutton and kind of feel a little bit looser, a little bit more, less, I guess, what would you call it?
Like more casual?
Yeah,
like what do you
casual.
mean? Yeah, more casual.
But if I want to, dress it up a little bit, I can do exactly this. This is one of my favorites. I wasn't too sure at first when I opened the package and saw all the geometry patterns, but I really, really like it.
Yeah,
it's not too.
It doesn't hurt your eyes. At first when you, exactly, like that's the thing, you open it from the package and I was like, oh, I don't know about this. But then once you put it on, like, yeah, it's definitely not, like it's there, but it's not like painful to your
Yeah.
eyes, which is
Yeah,
nice, which
exactly.
obviously happens a lot of times with like certain patterns when it's like too much. But this one, definitely not at all. It is just right. All right, we have another button down summer beach top shirt. This one's like a little bit fancier. I feel like when I see something like this, and Seb will probably mention it, I like to steal his words, a little bit of resort wear. You know, it's definitely something you'll see like kind of walking on the beach or, you know, with some nice white linen pants. So he does have the beige, but again, lots of different colors to choose from. We're looking at about like 18 different colors. This is 65% polyester, 30% rayon, and 5% spandex. And the nice thing about this is that it just has like the little like detailing going down on the side. So it kind of just like elevates it a little bit, makes it look a little something different. This is $24.99. And again, as I said, lots of different colors to choose from, but Seb is wearing the beige. Let's check it out.
Yeah, I was like 5% spandex, and then I'm like, oh yeah, I can actually feel it. There's got that little spandex. Definitely resort wear. Thanks for speaking my words, Michelle. And it feels incredible. It's extremely light, perfect for summer. Obviously, this shirt is made for summer. I'm gonna get a little closer. You can actually see the little pattern that or the texture that Michelle was talking about on both sides. So it does come down on both sides. It does stop on the back, so the back is just normal, but check this out. It is super, super comfortable. I can't wait to wear this, like, yeah, pool, resort, beach, pair this with, I mean, I'm wearing it with jeans. It's not
Yeah,
bad.
it looks nice with the jeans.
It's
Yeah.
not bad at all. I think I'll start taking it out for a spin.
It's time. It's just so hard. So that's the thing, because we do these streams with Coofandy, like, so Seb keeps like grabbing certain pieces and we'll wear them. And then when I wash it, I need to make sure that I bring it back up here because, you know, the morning before a stream, I don't need to be scrambling around looking for 40 pieces. So there's so many of them that I'm just saying, you're not allowed to wear that, because then when I'm looking for it, he'll be like, I don't know where it is. Like, so, and that's usually my responsibility. So he's not allowed to wear some of these yet. That's why I usually just order one in a different color for him.
Yeah.
All right, we have another button-down shirt, and this one is a wrinkle-free. So not only do they have a long sleeve and wrinkle-free, they also have some of their short sleeve, which is fantastic. So Seb is wearing the black, but you know, if you're just looking for that classic short sleeve button down shirt, there's about 15 different colors here to choose from. This is polyester and spandex, and you guys, this is only $9.99. I don't know if you heard this. Seb just went, huh? Like, yeah, $9.99. Again, of course, that's for the black. Let me just click on like the blue, for example. As you guys know, depending on the color, yeah, I clicked on the blue. Look how nice that blue is.
Yeah.
That is beautiful.
Yeah.
So depending on, you know, the color or the size, sometimes the price may change. But yes, Seb's in a medium. He's got the black one. But I'm taking a quick look, and all of them right now are saying $9.99. So you guys, this is a steal of a deal. If you are looking for a present for someone, if you're looking for a present for yourself, honestly, $10 and you've got yourself a nice dress shirt. Let's check it out.
It is a great shirt for myself. That's for sure. Yeah, I'll get closer. So, like Michelle said, this is like the wrinkle-free material of the long,
that blue long sleeve.
The blue long sleeve shirt that I had before, but in short sleeve. Love short sleeve. Of course, we live in the Caribbean. We live in a hot environment. This is ideal. It does have, I mean, a ton of stretch, obviously. I'm not wearing anything under here. And sometimes if it's right on the skin, some materials will be a little bit, especially the wrinkle-free material. You're like, oh, but these wrinkle-free materials are just so soft. I'm going to a little closer so you can actually see. I'm sure, I hope you can see how different that texture is. And you see it. I can feel it. I love the oversized collar. And this is a, soft floppy collar, and I love that. It just feels a little bit more summery. Of course, it is something that I would wear, with these jeans for sure, untucked. You can tuck it in, and it is also wrinkle-free, which makes it really, really nice. It does have a little weight on them, just like all the other wrinkle-frees, but it's like, yes, with weight, but still very light and breezy and airy, which I don't even understand how
they do
contrast, but it's there.
It's there. So yeah, it's definitely, as you can see, it's got like, it is thicker like that long sleeve blue one is. So definitely a different little texture going on there. All right, up next we have another short sleeve button down shirt. Again, these prices. This is another one. It is $9.99. I can't get over that price. So Seb has, they're calling this an army green. For some reason, I remember it being more gray. I know it is greeny. It's not like a dark green though, but at first I remembered it in my mind being gray. But no, it is a type of green to it. But again, as usual, there's like 17 different colors to choose from. So go ahead and click that. And I am seeing that some of the colors depending. So I do see a few that are $9.99 and a couple that are $14.99. And Seb is in a medium. This one's 92% polyester and 8% spandex. And yeah, $9.99. Let's see what it looks like.
$9.99.
$9.99.
This shirt is, I mean, it's a legit shirt. I do like the, again, spandex. Look at that stretch here. You could feel that stretch going. It does feel way lighter than the wrinkle-free as far as weight on your shoulders. Because it is extremely, extremely light as far as material. I do like that little cuff. It's a different kind of unique little add-on around your arms. It just looks, it looks really nice. I'm going to get closer again just so you guys can see kind of the fiber texture. It's not, you can't feel it, but look, as a green gray, I'm not even sure what color this is exactly. You could see the fibers in here. You can't feel them, but you can actually see them. So I think that looks really nice. It does have a little oversized collar as well, which I like. Buttons, non-contrasty, pretty much, you know, same color or same blend of color for those buttons as well. You got a nice little pocket. So you can definitely dress this up and be as casual as you want as well.
And again, like 17 different colors to choose from. So perfect for the summer. Even if you're paying for one that is $14.99 for like a nice short sleeve button down shirt, I feel like that is just so unheard of. All right, up next, if you are looking for a fun summer shirt, we've got this Hawaiian short sleeve button down shirt. Seb is wearing the red and white floral, but there are about 16 different options to choose from. Oh, this one's really nice. So this one, I actually went and like got Seb. Is this one in the pile here? So yeah, I liked it so much. I got him like this green one. Oh, I think it's this one, right? No, it's not that one. I don't know. Anyways, I am definitely a fan. I like the fabric. I like the way that these fit on Seb. So I went ahead and got him a couple. And he was wearing one the other day. This one is 92% polyester, 8% spandex. It is $24.99. And I feel like this just kind of like screams, you know, like beach vacation, summer vibes, but without being tacky, which is what I love. Because we do have, you know, access to those Caribbean shirts and they're just like really hideous and tacky, but this is kind of giving it that nice elevated Caribbean style. Let's see what it looks like on Seb.
And yeah, a lot of those tackier shirts have like the name of the island.
Yeah.
Like Jamaica, Bahamas, and I'm like, no, I don't want that. I want something that I can wear anywhere. But of course, if I'm walking in an airport with this, people know exactly where I'm going. I'm going to the beach. So yeah, look at this. Super nice, very bright colors.
I love it.
Extremely soft, but not really soft, extremely thin, which is the whole point of a summer shirt like this, right? You can see how light it is. It doesn't have a ton of stretch. It has a little bit, yes. But as far as this shirt goes, I would wear this maybe without a t-shirt, open up with a bathing, like a black bathing suit, a white bathing suit, kind of like pop of color, but still look like I'm, you know, just like walking down the beach or walking down the pool. Very, very cool. And yeah, I mean, there's so many different patterns and colors you can choose from. Like Michelle said, I've got another one of these. It doesn't look exactly the same. It's got a different pattern of like palm leaves, I think.
Yeah, you have the palm leaves. You have this one, but it's like green or something. Maybe it's sold out. I'm not seeing, but look at, no, not this one. Look at this
nice
one.
Ones. Yeah,
I'm like sitting here like looking at it. I always do that every time we end up streaming because I'm always like, there's a different one that I like. So yeah, so many different patterns and styles. So they don't all have like the one Seb's wearing kind of looks like hibiscus flowers, but I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, you can get palm trees, you can get leaves. There's so many different flowers, colors, and super nice. So if you're looking for a fun, really bright pattern summer shirt, highly recommend. All right, up next, back into some of the jackets. So we've got this lightweight waffle bomber jacket. Seb is wearing the black in this. He does have, I think tonight we're talking about I think we are talking also about a gray one and a navy one. So again, lots of different colors to choose from. In this case, there are 10 in this exact style. This is 97% polyester, 3% spandex. So Seb can confirm, I do think it does have some good stretch to it. And this is $32.98. And let's see what it looks like on Seb.
My main thing with this shirt is how uncinched it is at the waist. So it's kind of more of the classic typical jacket without being the bomber jacket that kind of like cinches in. So it doesn't have a cinch around the wrist either. So you can very easily layer it with a long sleeve shirt, for example, and it won't just like crimple it. It will actually just flow with it, right? And the other cool thing that I like is the waffle knit as well. I love that. It feels like with the cameras, like you can't even see it at this point, but in real life, from a distance, you notice that it is a waffle knit. So it does pop as a maybe a little bit of a different piece. And I love the black on black zipper. So of course, I'll zip it up here. That just looks put together. It looks like it's a proper jacket. It is more of a windbreaker jacket type of thing. It's not something that's going to be extremely warm, which is great for summer. Summer nights that just get a little cooler, but not too cool. You're going to be yourself very.
And did you talk about the pockets?
Yes, right. You have pockets.
I love pockets. I'm like, the pockets. Yeah, you've got some nice pockets in the front. Oh my, the pockets. You can never forget about the pockets, right? Anytime I'm sure all the ladies out there know, anytime you find a dress with pockets, it's like, so when you've got like a nice little, jacket, because it's not like a big jacket, but it's not like a, shirt type thing, and you've got pockets, it is a score. All right, up next, another one of my favorites, and I love this color. So this is like a bomber style jacket, or just kind of like a soft shell varsity jacket, they're calling it. This is 70% rayon and 30% linen. So you will be able to see it kind of has that like linen look to it. Seb is in a medium. As I said, he's wearing the blue, but there are about 8 different colors to choose from. This is normally $41.99, and it is the lowest price in 30 days. It's 29% off, making this $29.99. Under $30 for a nice jacket. Honestly, you cannot go wrong. Let's see what it looks like on Seb.
Yeah, so this one here, if you look at the difference between what I just wore, this one has the cinch around the cuffs, has the cinch around the waist. So it is more of a typical bomber jacket, but I do love it. I love the zipper as well. This zipper is contrast zipper. So basically, it's got a bit of a black or gray with the actual blue here. It does have the texture. I'm going to go as close as I can. Look at that. Almost like a jean, not jeans, but almost like a denim texture on the exterior here. And the interior is finished, which looks really, really nice and classy. But yeah, a very nice, let me just zip that. Very nice just bomber jacket with pockets, Michelle.
Pockets. It's all about the pocket life, Can't go wrong with pockets. And yeah, as I said, there are different colors to choose from. So snag your favorite, especially when you see lowest price in 30 days. We love that. All right, up next we have another, so this one's like the suede looking jacket. So it is 100% polyester, but when you'll see it on Seb, your first thought definitely is, wow, that does look suede. I think this one is a small. Yeah, because most of the jackets he has are mediums, but this one is a small. He has it in brown. There are, like 12 different colors to choose from. They're all kind of like a variation of brownish, beige, tan kind of going on, because I just feel like that's what you think of when you think of suede, obviously. So this one is normally $45.99. It is 7% off, making this $42.99. And let's see what it looks like on Seb.
Yeah, this is another one of those jackets where I remember watching movies and TV shows, and I'm like, I'll never own that because I don't think I can pull it off. But anyone
look at you pulling it off.
Look at this. Now, I will be honest, it is a small. I wouldn't be layering anything with this because it is kind of a more tight fit. In this case, medium would be kind of a little bit more loose, a little bit more layerable, definitely. But for summer, if I'm just going to be wearing a t-shirt, look at this.
Yeah, I think it
does fit nice.
I think, yeah, depending on what you're going for, like right now I'm liking the small, just the t-shirt, throwing that on, like
just the t-shirt.
It looks so cool.
Oh, thanks. I want to get close to make sure that you guys see the really nice suede looking texture and feel, because you do feel like it does feel like it's suede.
It does actually, huh? Like 100% polyester, but it feels like it's suede.
And you've got a nice finish, and you've got really pockets with finish inside as well, so the pockets feel really, really nice. Not too deep. You don't really, I don't really, you just want to be like kind of James Dean.
And you got the nice cinch around the waist.
Yes, absolutely. Cinch around the waist and the cuffs, just like the other bomber jacket, but this one definitely denim and or not denim, suede. I meant, and really cool. I like the brown. I would even go with maybe one of the lighter beiges too.
Yeah, like I like the even that gray, and also I didn't even notice they do have like a black style. I thought, but most of them are kind of and a navy blue. But yeah, most of them I thought were kind of like that in the brown, beigey, tan area, but definitely lots of options to be checking from. All right, we have another wrinkle-free shirt. So Seb is wearing the pink in this one. There are 12 different colors to choose from. I know that some people are like, oh, men wearing pink. Seb wears pink. We like pink around here. And this is a good color on Seb. This one is 95% polyester, 5% spandex, but of course you have lots of different colors to be choosing from. And again, for a nice dress shirt, this is only $14.99 for a wrinkle-free dress shirt that looks really nice. It feels really nice. Under $15. I mean, it's just absolutely insane. And let's see what it looks like.
Yeah, this one looks really, really nice. I love the cut around my shoulders and my waist. It just fits. This is a small, Michelle?
No, it's a medium.
It's a medium.
Yeah, it's a medium.
So the medium is literally like just hugging me perfectly, and I love that. It does feel, and I'll get a little closer so you guys can see the texture. It is super slick, like very slick, and it's not cool like the nylon because it doesn't give that impression. It's just a little thicker and a little slicker to touch to the feel. Probably a little bit more of a gloss. I don't know if you can actually see it. Yeah, a little bit. But Michelle, touch that. You feel that, right? It just feels. It feels, and I wouldn't call it soft. I call it almost like silky smooth.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I love the oversized color on this as well. You've got pink on pink buttons. It does. I'm wearing a t-shirt, but of course I wouldn't have to wear a t-shirt at all. You do have buttons as well. The double buttons around the cuffs. I do like to open it up a little bit and makes it look a little bit more casual, especially if I'm buttoned all the way here. You could do this, have it untucked. And the untucked is a straight line, which doesn't necessarily mean you are going to need to, tuck it in, because it will look great untucked, and it does.
Yeah, I like it with the light jeans.
Yeah.
You don't normally wear light jeans during our stream, so like everything's been looking super nice. And usually when Seb wears his long sleeve, he usually ends up rolling the cuffs, and that would look nice with that as well. All right, up next, I am obsessed with this. This is really cool. I've never seen anything like this before. So, it might be, this is for your like cooler summer evenings because it is on the heavier, thicker side. So this one right here, it is like you've got your flannel shirt, but it also looks like you're wearing a hoodie, underneath your flannel shirt. Seb is going to show you all of those details. It's very deceiving, but it's very cool. It's cotton and polyester. Seb is wearing the black khaki plaid, but there are 12 different options here. You've got, your typical Canadian lumberjack look with the red and black, but, you've also got your black and white, so many different colors. And this one is $49.99. And let's see what it looks like on Seb.
Look at this. I am ready for the bush. I love this. I've got the brown and the black, excuse me, kind of color, but they do come in a bunch of different colors. The really cool thing with this, it does have that layered impression or style without necessarily being layered. So I do have the hoodie in the back, as you can see. So I can use the hoodie, no problems here. I do have the drawstrings for the hoodie. And it does look like the hoodie continues inside and would be kind of the hoodie by itself, and then I have another jacket on it. But no.
It's attached.
See right here? It is actually sewn in. So I go like this, and this jacket is just one jacket with a double kind of like, so double liner. That is not a double liner. And then you've got that hood as well. So it's pretty cool. That's definitely the first time I've ever seen that, and I've ever owned something like this. It is very comfortable to wear. It is on the warmer side, so maybe a lot better when, closer to fall, closer to those end of summer nights type of thing where it's a little bit colder. You want a little bit something warm. They do have the buttons around the cuffs. No cinch around the waist because it is more of a jacket style or, throw on jacket type of thing. But yeah, once you zip it up, you can also use buttons to button it up to really fool people and make it look like you do have two layers on. And, yeah, it's really unique.
Are there pockets?
Yes.
Gotta mention the pockets. And the other thing that I noticed when you open it up, the inside is really nice.
Very nice.
Look at that nice, finish inside. And it's really funny because that was never something that I even cared about or talked about. And Seb used to talk about it all the time. Because show that Seb, because I used to make fun of him because he said, if you're having to run and then when it flies open, at least, it looks nice.
It looks like people go, oh, look at that. They even thought of the inside.
So he used to talk about that and I would make fun of him. And now when he doesn't mention it, I'm like, but did you see the inside? Because now, of course, it's something that I think about and it's all his fault. But yeah, super nice. And as Seb said, it is on the thicker side, but I just think it looks so cool. Like if you're into layering, but you don't actually have to layer. You've got the layered look without actually layering. Like it's kind of messing with my head a little bit. It's awesome. All right, up next we have a lightweight zip-up jacket, and this one here, Seb is wearing the navy blue. Not a ton of options color-wise. There are only 5 different colors to pick from here. This one is 95% polyester and 5% spandex, and I'm seeing another one of those beautiful red tags that says lowest price in 30 days. This is normally $26.98 and is 26% off, making this $19.98. And again, for a jacket, how can you possibly go wrong? I think I mentioned, yes, Seb is wearing the navy blue, and let's see what it looks like.
This one is one of my favorites because it blends, being casual and being dressier at the same time with one jacket. Love the contrasted metallic zipper here. It does feel like a proper jacket, so it's not like a shirt style. It's not a long sleeve shirt. But like a long sleeve shirt, it does have buttons right here, which I love. So those buttons basically just make it a little bit more dressier, more classy. But when you just open it up and I want to be a little bit more casual, I can do that as well because, come on. And Michelle, it does have pockets.
It does have pockets. Good job. Up next, we have, the nice casual Henley shirt. So this is one of the ones with the band collar. So actually, before we started working with Coofandy, Seb had never really had any of these shirts. And now we have a couple of them and he is definitely a fan. At first, he wasn't too sure because, when you haven't, you're not used to something like that. But he will kind of explain that and show that to you in a better detail. Seb has the blue, but lots of different options here to choose from. There are about 18 different colors. Of course, all of your classics. And this one is, 70% polyester, 27% rayon, and 3% spandex. And it is normally $34.99. It is 14% off, making this $29.99. And let's check it out.
Yeah, look at this. Henley shirt. You've got the buttons here. It is a pull-over type of shirt, which is nice because it just, again, it's something different in your wardrobe. In my case, I was always with the same thing. My wardrobe was looking exactly the same. Now I've got a little bit more, eclectic little things here. Look at this this little add-on here. You've got the sleeve that I can roll up. So if I want the sleeve down, I can have the sleeve and it's just over my elbow. Or I can roll it, and I would do a lot better job with Michelle helping me. But I could roll it up, and it's actually here. And that just gives it another kind of look, which is nice. So either or, you can do either or. Don't do like me with both. That's kind of weird. And of course, you can actually button all the way up the Henley shirt. And
have you ever worn it fully buttoned?
No,
I don't think
never.
so. No.
And this is how I would wear it. Of course, I would probably not wear a shirt, but you can. It doesn't look bad with a shirt on, depending on the color of either items. And as far as length, it's kind of weird with those blue.
I was going to say those are not a good choice of pants, but
it'd be better off with like white pants, black pants, maybe. Or
just something darker.
Like a dark trunk.
It's just so funny because it just feels like it's all just kind of blending.
I feel like I've got a two-piece outfit. But I like the length. It's not too long, and it is perfect to wear as it's intended, untucked. And it's very, very comfortable. Does have a little bit of stretch, not too much, to keep that in mind.
Yeah. And it's super light, eh? Like, yeah, you can tell with that material. Jessica, thank you so much for the follow for Coofandy. They appreciate it. We appreciate it. Happy to have you here. If you have any questions about anything or just want to chit chat, we are live. The chat is open if anyone wants to say, hey, what's up? All right, up next, Seb has this long sleeve, knit shirt. Another one of my favorites here. This one is more fitted. So the actual smallest you can get this is in a medium. So Seb is wearing a medium. It doesn't even come in small because you will see it is meant to be like super fitted, and it is. This is polyester. Seb has it in burgundy. There aren't a ton of options. There's only about 5 options, and I am seeing that some of them aren't even available, at least in the medium. So just depending on the size, you want to keep that in mind. And this is only $9.99. Again, cannot go wrong. Yeah, I know. And let's see what it looks like on Seb.
Yeah, so it is more of you can see it on my body actually, how they call it a muscle shirt. I mean, you don't even have muscles to actually wear it, but it is more form-fitting, and it does have kind of that tapered V look to it. It doesn't have any cinch at all. And what I have on the cuffs is actual buttons here. So you can actually unbutton it. And what I would do is probably roll it up if I had it unbuttoned and kind of like be a little bit more casual. You do have the buttons. Oh, I forgot one button here. You do have the red on red buttons right here. And of course, as you can see, the kind of like corduroy material, the texture, I can definitely feel the ribbing, but it also looks nice. It's not protruding 3-dimensionally out. It actually is coming in, and it just makes it look really, really nice and classy. And again, different and unique, something that I don't have a ton of in my wardrobe, which makes this piece kind of something that you'd go for special occasions. But yeah, very nice. Again, has a ton of stretch, so you have big muscles, you can stretch it in. If you have smaller muscles, it will hug you and make you as best as you can.
If you have big muscles, they'll stretch it out. All right, up next. So, excuse me, sorry. This one here, when we first opened this from the package, I was like, I wasn't sure. This has turned out to be like one of my favorite pieces. I get that, like, the color you kind of have to like get used to. On the product page, they're saying that this is a light brown. I would kind of call this more of a like orangey mustardy. It's really hard to explain. We also have like a ton of lights in here, so I mean, you'll be able to see for yourself. I don't actually think this is light brown, but like maybe it is. But if you're not feeling the color, disregard the color and then click on that link and then get yourself a color that you love, because this is such a great shirt. I love the quilted look on it. I love how soft it is. It's so funny because I'm talking like as if it's something that I wear. I just love the way that it looks and it feels, and I'm pretty sure Seb feels the same way. And he will show you his favorite part of the shirt, which are the buttons. And they're just the snap buttons. You can't go wrong with those. And this is normally $36.99 and it is 46% off right now, making this $19.99. And again, so many different colors to be choosing from. You have about like 11 different colors. All the options are there. And let's see what it looks like on Seb.
Yeah, this jacket is comfortable.
I love it.
Soft, warm on the warmer side, which is a nice thing to have. Easy to layer. It looks great. The cut is super nice. I love, I'm going to get closer, look at that quilted material. You've got that little pocket on both sides. Nice little collar here. Just everything is going for this shirt. And then on top of that, the buttons.
We love snap buttons. They're
Love
so
snap
fun.
buttons. Snap buttons also on the cuffs as well. Yeah, this is a all-around great shirt. The finish inside as well, so it doesn't look all messy as well. Just nice. And it flows. And it's something you just want to throw on. Fall, summer nights, you name it. You just want to look good, feel good, and stay a little bit warmer. This thing is great.
You're going to have to keep talking. My water went down the wrong way.
Oh, okay. So we can start dancing.
Sorry.
It's all good. And then, yeah, for me, I have so many of the bomber jackets and different jackets, different shackets as well that Coofandy makes. They make great shackets, by the way, that at this moment in time, I'm able to kind of like direct my attention or kind of like select different kind of looks and styles for whatever temperature, for whatever occasion. And that's what I love. I'm not going to wear this you could, but I don't have to be like, oh, let me wear that black jacket or that blue jacket because I'm going golfing or whatever. Depending on what it is that you're looking for, depending on it doesn't look bad with these jeans, actually.
Yeah, it looks really good.
At all. I love that. I love that you can mismatch all these things. It's just fun to be able to have pieces of clothing that are not going to break the bank and that you can actually buy multiples of to kind of enjoy maybe a different look. Who knows?
Yeah. And I do want to just say that I feel like on camera it does kind of look more of the light brown, but in person it doesn't, I don't know. It's hard to explain, but great piece. Sorry, guys. The water went down the wrong way and I feel like I'm having a hard time clearing my throat here. So sorry for coughing into the microphone. But all right, we have Shea Vera. Thank you so much for the follow for Coofandy. They appreciate that. And of course, we do as well. And we have Thor. Thor says, how are you doing today? Or are you okay today? So I am feeling fantastic, minus this cough I have going on. How are you? If you have any questions about any of the clothing or anything that we are talking about today, please feel free in the comments to message us. Oh, sorry for that ding. Yeah, if you have any questions, if you just want to say hi, what's up, how's it going? The chat is open. Feel free to come on over. I do want to throw out and say thank you for the likes. I do see that people have been hitting that heart button. We obviously appreciate that. And yeah, so what do we have next? So just real quick, Seb just had to pop out for 1 second. He will be right back. So while we are waiting for him, if you are new here, my name is Michelle and Seb is my partner here. He is trying on all of the clothing for you. We've been working with Coofandy for quite some time now, and we absolutely love their pieces of clothing. I say it so many times while we're streaming. Many of the pieces that, they sent for him, obviously that we are reviewing and talking about, we just love them so much that we will often, buy them in different colors as well. Like the polos, we have so many of those. The Hawaiian shirts I've gone and got some more of those because we are just big fans of their pieces. And once you just kind of find something that you love, it's hard to resist getting more, especially at their price points. So big fan of Coofandy for that. All right, so Seb is here. So our next shirt, we have this really fancy, this is kind of like we always talked about this being like his New Year's Eve shirt because it is super dressy. You've got like the shine going on. You've got the long sleeve aspect. You got all the things that you would need in like, a like dressier, like, kind of out there type of shirt. This is 97% polyester, 3% spandex. So Seb is wearing the white long sleeve with the gold, but there are a few different options. You can get this in black with the gold. They also kind of have like those like paisley designs on them in the silver. They also have like a blue option, red. So just a handful of different colors to be picking from. This is normally $33.99. It is 12% off, making this $29.99. And let's see what it looks like on Seb.
I mean, it's hard from a distance with all the lights to actually see what this looks like. Let me get closer so you can actually see. Whoa, now you can. Look at the pattern. Look at the glowing pattern. So it is all like gold leaves. Some of them will have the silver leaves or silver patterns. It is it's a very unique piece. If I go into a party, tonight we have an event, for example, and I wore this, everyone would know. Everyone would remember me, definitely, because it is kind of like that. It's
a statement
It's a
piece.
statement piece. Thank
It
you.
is.
It definitely is. Now it can also be, and this is where I kind of like this shirt for, is if you're wearing a jacket with it. So the jacket is going to be kind of like your, covering, and you'll just see hints of it. And I think that's interesting. That's more interesting than just being like, hello, I'm here, being super loud. Now it depends on what the party is, what the event is. New Year's party. During the holidays, these shirts are going out and selling like crazy for Coofandy because people want to be a little bit more, different. You're not doing the same old, right? The same old, black and blues and whites. You just want to give a little bit of a festive kind of look. This is definitely festive, and they've got so many different patterns as well. I'm wearing a medium, if I'm not mistaken. Of course, I've got it tucked in. I could untuck it, obviously, but as far as the untucking goes, as you can see, it's a little bit on the longer side, which is why I tuck it in. Just makes it a little bit more formal, more dressed up. But yeah, a really light shirt to wear. Very, very soft, silky smooth. Again, not even that cotton polyester look or feel. Definitely on the more silky smooth feel, but extremely light. Can wear a t-shirt under here. You can wear nothing if you wanted to, and then layer it as you will. I probably layer it, like I said, with a nice jacket.
With a nice jacket. Yeah. Even like, and you can just go with like jeans, but a nice jacket. So then you kind of have that good. Yeah. It is definitely a versatile, I like to call it a fancy shirt. Thor, just want to say sorry to hear about your dad. We are sending you all of the positive thoughts there. So hopefully all will be okay. Next, we have another long sleeve shirt here. I love this one. Seb's got a beautiful dark green color. This one is 65% polyester, 30% rayon, and 5% spandex. But we do have lots of different colors to choose from. We've got about 13 different colors. This is normally $29.39, but it is at 12% off, making this $25.75. Again, for a really nice like long sleeve shirt, that is a fantastic price. And again, wait till you see this color. It is super nice. But again, if you're not feeling that color, click on it and check out the different options that they have.
Yeah, every time I wear this shirt,
super
it's
nice.
Here upstairs, and Michelle said it before, I don't get to wear it in the real world, and I can't wait. We stop this cycle. Coofandy goes, okay, let's go with this other type of rack, and I'll be like, yes, this can go into my actual rack, because I put it on and I'm like, oh, yeah, I forgot how perfectly fitted it feels. It is extremely nice. It is a proper dress shirt, as in it looks dressy. I could tuck it in, but I can leave it untucked, and it looks still really nice. I can unbutton it, and it's still going to look really nice put together. Love the way it feels. Love the color, guys. Like that color.
I love that color. It's so nice.
The buttons, obviously green on green for the buttons. The nice color. You do have let's see. No, it's not Oxford. Sorry, I was. You do have the higher button here, so perfect for if you want to pair this with a tie. Definitely do that, and get it really nice and tight and put together. Or like I'm doing right now, very casual. You would have that pocket here where my microphone is, so that pocket here makes it also look a little bit more elevated. But yeah, a really nice, just nice and comfortable, light, but dressy, casual. It's funny how you can have like 5 different ways of dressing yourself with this shirt. It's great.
It is a good one. Oops, sorry. Almost forgot to push the button. All right, up next we have another super fun summer shirt. So this is another one of the like Hawaiian style shirts, and it's really cool because it's got like this texture on it, which Seb will get nice and close to the camera so that you can see that. So if you are not, he's got like the navy white floral, and maybe that one's not your style. There are like 30 different options to choose from here, and many of them are are just a plain solid color, but then there are ones with lots of different patterns on them as well. So again, you'll see Seb has the floral on there. You can get ones with stripes, palm tree leaves, and again, just plain as well if you want. Super nice summer shirt. This one is 98% polyester and 2% spandex, and this is $24.99. And let's see what it looks like on Seb.
Yeah.
I
Even
love
with those
this
jeans,
shirt. Yeah, so nice.
It just works. It really works. It does feel, again, Michelle didn't say it, but resort wear, beach wear, poolside type of lounging type of thing. Screams summer. You're going to see it here, actually. The texture, the kind of the ribbing that goes all over. But it is not something that you're feeling just a tad, but it's not something that's like kind of corduroy type of feel. So it does feel a little bit more, just visually, just feel a little bit different. I love all the patterns. If you go click onto this shirt in the carousel, you have so many, 30, 40, I don't even know, 40 maybe, different solid colors, patterns with different patterns and different colors. You cannot go wrong. I will literally just be shopping on that page and just go, yep, that's the one. This is the one.
Look at this nice navy one.
Yeah, the navy one with the
I love
palm
the
trees,
navy.
the palm leaves. It's beautiful.
Beautiful.
It is light. It fits properly around my shoulders, around my arms. It does have a tad of stretch with that 3% spandex, which helps a lot. And it does have that summer feel, which is super light, very airy, something that I can wear buttoned up, or something that I could also wear without a t-shirt and some swim trunks and open it up and unbutton it and kind of like feel even more summer.
Oh, I just want to throw this out here. Sorry, I just refreshed my page and I'm seeing that there is, with early Prime access, it is 20% off.
Ooh.
So it's making it $19.99. So this must just be new.
You can't forget about that early Prime.
Yeah, early Prime. You know, a lot of companies are having some fantastic sales. So I just kind of saw it in the carousel and I was like,
doesn't wait for Prime.
that's right. Coofandy, I feel like every day is Prime with Coofandy at those prices. Like, honestly, so fantastic. But yeah, so I just happened to look over and see the price in the carousel. I was like, let me refresh. So yeah, $19.99. I mean, honestly, I just makes me love this shirt even more, if that is even possible. So yeah, do not wait. Get yourself one of these. And as we keep saying, so many different colors to choose from. Maybe you like the style, you like the way it looks, but you weren't feeling all the floral. Click on it in the carousel and you will see, like there's like 30 plus different options there. All right, up next we have they're calling them the men's sweat shorts. And so basically you need to be thinking of sweatpants, but in shorts form. So literally it is like you're wearing nice comfy sweatpants, but shorts, which is awesome. These are really great for, kind of lounging around or of course doing errands. If you're the kind of person who likes to travel in shorts, I don't, I get way too cold. But these are nice because they are thicker. These are not the type of shorts that Seb wears to the gym because they are like really thick and I just feel like it would be super hot. But yeah, in the morning, it's one of the ones you'll just kind of throw on when you're doing stuff around the house or got to pop out and do a couple of things. These are perfect for that. So these are a 2-pack, which is nice. There are a few, you can get the basic colors like the black, the white, and the gray in a single pack, but majority of them are in a double pack. This is 100% polyester, $29.99 again for 2 of them. Seb, I believe, has the black and the green ones. So let's see, let's check those out.
So I'm not going to be wearing them because it's a little hard with the camera to actually show you, and it's a lot better to show it to you like this. Like Michelle said, I don't wear it to the gym. You can wear it to the gym, of course, because they're just, regular shorts. I just prefer a lot lighter material. This is, for me, perfect lounging around the house, playing video games or whatever, or even editing here in the studio. Wear something like this. I do have the benefit of having, short shorts, but still having something comfortable and thicker material. Very, very loungy type of material. I like that nice stretchy elastic. You do have the extra string to actually attach it as well. You have pockets, Michelle. You do have pockets.
Yeah.
Very nice pockets and a back pocket as well. It is finished, so you're going to see the actual seam. It is all finished. And the nice thing about these packs is that obviously they're packs. So you've got 2 different colors. You can have packs of I believe you can have packs of twos of two different colors, two of the same colors, and also single packs as well if you wanted to. But yeah, these are great. These are great to just have to throw around, on weekends or come home from work. Just slip that on and feel a lot more comfortable.
Yeah, and I don't think I mentioned these are the 7-inch inseam. So if you're just trying to figure out, because obviously it's easier if you could see it on Seb, but it's harder with the pants and stuff for the angle. So that's why he likes to just hold them up so that you can see them better. All right, up next we have another Henley shirt. So you will see that like a band collar going on. This one is a ribbed shirt. I love the way this one feels, and the stretch in this is absolutely insane. This is 93% polyester and 7% spandex. It's crazy that it's only 7% spandex, but like Seb will show you, it is super, super stretchy. He's got the beige one, but there are about 16 different colors to choose from. As always, your typical classic colors there. And this one is $14.99. And let's see what it looks like on Seb.
Yeah, this is, again, for me, an easy shirt to just throw on with some jeans, with some black pants, with some swimwear, what have you. It is extremely comfortable. You do have a little bit of ribbing, as you can see here. So it's not that thick corduroy. It's just the ribbing here like this. And the stretch, oh my goodness, the stretch is insane. Really comes back. So it does have that spandex, correct, Michelle?
Yep,
Okay,
7%.
So 7% spandex doesn't seem like a lot,
but it is.
It's incredible. You do have the classic Henley buttons all the way to the top, of course. I wouldn't typically wear a t-shirt under here because it is such a form-fitting shirt that you're just feeling comfortable just having nothing at all. And it is extremely light. And it's breathable as well, which is nice. I don't feel like I'm constrained, even though it is form-fitting, which is a nice thing.
Awesome. And again, as I said, about 16 different colors to choose from here. But it's always nice to have a nice classic beige shirt in the closet. All right, up next we have another wrinkle-free shirt. This is a long sleeve shirt. Seb has the dark gray, but we've got about 19 different colors to choose from here. Of course, you're going to have all of your classics. So if you are looking for a nice long sleeve wrinkle-free shirt, honestly, highly recommend one of these ones. This is polyester and spandex. This is $24.99. And it's definitely one of the shirts you can kind of, dress up, keep it a little bit more casual. But the fact that it is wrinkle-free is always our favorite go-to thing. So let's see what it looks like.
Yeah, I just didn't want to button it up, and it looks still very, very nice. It's got a nice weight to it as well. So it's not like those summer shirts that are kind of like just super, super light. It does have a little bit of weight, so you can actually see how it actually falls like this. Is this a wrinkle-free?
Yes, this is the wrinkle-free. Yeah.
Feel it right now.
It's got that certain material.
Yeah, exactly. It does have the nice buttons around the cuff, so you have the one button around the cuff, as you can see, and a nice floppy collar. But yeah, this is the type of shirt that is kind of, again, casual to dressy if you wanted to. If you see in the picture, the guy's wearing like really nice pant, like dress pants, and has it tucked in and everything. Or you could have it just like I'm wearing it, like that, with a t-shirt, white, whatever color you're choosing the shirt to be, and still have something to wear depending on the occasion. Obviously, it is also if I had it buttoned up, you would see the stretch. Of course, I could show you the stretch like this, but it doesn't seem as impressive. The stretch is all over. So if you do have bigger arms or a bigger waist or a bigger chest, you will definitely fit and feel super comfortable.
Awesome. I was just looking at all the colors. There's even just one with a pattern on it. Yeah, that's really nice. That's looks like really dressy, I find. I like that. So I thought all of them were just solid colors, but there is one with a pattern on it. So definitely check those out. Really great price for a nice long sleeve wrinkle-free dress shirt. All right, up next we have another short sleeve button-down shirt. This is 70% rayon and 30% linen. Seb has they're calling it a gray blue. I think it's kind of like one of those like mixed shirts where you're kind of like, is that blue? Is that gray? But so many different colors to choose from. This one has like about 30 different options there. You've got all your solid colors. You have a couple like with I even see one with an American flag if you want to get ready for the 4th of July. A few different pattern. Oh, this is the shirt that I got, the one with the khaki leaves. So I loved this style shirt so much that I ended up ordering this one for Seb. This one is $34.99. It is 29% off, making this $24.99. Honestly, a steal of a deal for a nice dress shirt. And let's see what it looks like on Seb.
And I again am wearing it open, unlike the guy in the carousel, the picture. But yeah, this is a very summer vibe, summer feel type of shirt. Does feel incredible. Get a little closer. You almost see that linen kind of material, kind of feel. But I say kind of feel. It doesn't feel like that crunchy linen or thick linen. It is extremely light, and it fits perfectly around my shoulders, which is a big thing for me. And love in this case the contrast buttons. So we've got that pop of color with the buttons, the white buttons coming off of this here. You do have a nice pocket right here on the chest, on one side, on the left side. And yeah, it has a nice cut, not too long, so I can wear it untucked, or you can do it tucked in if you wanted to. There's so many ways that you could wear a shirt, obviously, and these shirts do not kind of like dictate, oh, I am a dress shirt, so wear me this way. Definitely do what you want, because every way works in these things.
Sorry, I was like, I thought you were going to say something else. I was like listening, and I'm like, oh no, we're done.
I was running out of air.
Running out of air. Take a deep breath. Love this shirt. So a long sleeve knit shirt. It was one of the ones that we did bring with us again while we're traveling. This one's 100% polyester. It's this really nice red wine color. I love this color on Seb. I just think it looks super nice on him. And again, if you're not feeling that color, there are about 10 different colors here to choose from. As usual, you've got your classics there. And this one is $29.99. And let's see what it looks like on Seb.
And this thing here, I love, because like Michelle said, we brought it traveling up north. I could layer it with a bunch of different things. And check this out. This is literally the stretchiest type of material. I don't even understand it. Check this out. Look how stretchy this thing is. It's nuts. It's got that kind of like cable knit type of material. So I'm going to get a little closer so you can actually see the cable knit. It has the cinch around the cuffs. It has the cinch around the waist. But check this out. You can actually go super, super low, or you can actually go higher, and it keeps it together, right? I love also the nice button. It's not the type of Henley shirt that has the buttons that go down all the way down to the mid sternum. It's a little higher up. I keep it open. I can have, my goodness, how did I wear it? I wore this with a white dress shirt under here, and the collar was just barely popping out, which looked great. I wore this with just a t-shirt like I am right now. You could wear this very comfortably, just like this. It is a shirt that, yes, will keep you warm, but it will keep you even warmer if you actually, layer it. Even with a t-shirt, you're going to feel fantastic. And yeah, this is great.
It's great.
Michelle's
I'm over here. All right. Push that there. Sorry. Okay, where are we? Do you like it? Good sweater?
I like it, yeah.
I know, I'm just kidding. All right, up next we have a 3-pack of sleeveless workout. They're calling them gym shirts, but obviously if you're not going to the gym and you like the V-neck, you can wear these anytime. Seb actually has sorry, I'm out of breath. I ran up and down the stairs. Seb has the 3-pack, and I've actually let him use one because when he goes to the gym, he can take one, but the other two are staying up here because, as I said, I hate trying to track down these different pieces if I can't find them. So he will obviously show you one here and he'll show you the other, but the other one is downstairs because he wears that one regularly. So we've got a 3-pack here. This is a 97% polyester, 3% spandex, and this is a 3-pack for $29.97. I mean, you're getting 3 of these tank tops for under $30. I mean, I feel like that is a steal of a deal. There is one option, I think you can get like a designed one, and it is a single. The rest of them are 3-packs, but there are just so many different colors to choose from. They're really nice. They are so soft and they fit really well. Let's see what they look like on Seb.
Yeah, they're extremely soft. I mean, it's hard. I wish we had like soft vision or whatever, like feel vision, because this stuff is very light, very soft. Love wearing it to the gym. And what I love the most about these ones is that they are completely different than your regular, sleeveless shirts or whatever because of the V-neck. I had never seen one like that before, and I think they rock. And this is the other one here that I have. Like Michelle said, the third one is downstairs.
The black one.
The black one, which I love. But the blue one is also super nice. I mean, look at this. But, I say gym. You don't have to wear this at the gym. Wear this during the day. Wear this lounging around the house, or even on vacation by a pool somewhere with some swim trunks. Again, possibilities are endless. And it is definitely perfect for summer because it is so light and airy, stretchy.
We love a good stretch. Honestly, super nice. So yeah, if you're into, exactly as Seb said, if you're into wearing, sleeveless, you don't have to just wear these to the gym, of course. Up next, we have this 2-piece linen outfit. This is Seb's definition of resort wear for sure. And fabric type linen, so I'm assuming probably it is just 100% linen. Seb has the light green, but there are so many different options here to choose from. I believe there are about 24 different colors, and I'm just stealing Seb's words here. One of the things that he really likes about 2-pieces is that it's really great when you are traveling because, your 2-piece, you can actually turn it into 3 different outfits. You have, when you're wearing the top and bottom together is one outfit. You can wear the top with a different bottom, so that makes a second outfit. Then you can wear the bottom with a different top. So that gives you 3 different options, which is obviously fantastic. This right here is $59.99. It is 17% off, making it $49.99. And there's an additional 5% coupon code on top of that. But yeah, lots of different colors to choose from. I actually see one here. So this is interesting. So the like floral shirt that I bought for Seb that I really like, the green one, you can actually get it as a 2-piece with some like white linen pants on the bottom. I am a big fan of that. I feel like that's the first time I'm seeing the 2 pieces where they're not the exact same. So I think that's really cool. I like that one. So let's see what this looks like on Seb.
Yeah, this is the top one, the top linen shirt. And when we talk linen shirts, Coofandy makes linen like they just go with softest type of threading, the lightest and thinnest type of threading as well. I will show you this. You could literally see like how thin that is, and it does feel incredibly light on the body. So I feel like I'm not wearing anything. And when you wear them paired with the pants are also the same thing, as in you feel like you don't wear anything. My only biggest problem with linen, and you can see it, is you have to make sure that you keep it ironed, keep it nice and wrinkle free. Basically, that's the only drag, because once they are ironed properly, once there's no more wrinkles, man, does it look good. Mm-hmm. You will walk down this resort or down the beach and people are going to point at you, I'm sure, and not laughing.
No, I know. I'm just looking at you like, wow,
look at that.
Look at that outfit.
You spent 20 minutes ironing this thing and it looks great.
Is that what you want people to do? You want them to be like, whoa. Look, there's 0 wrinkles on there.
No, they're going to go, whoa, where can I get that?
Where can I get that? I like that.
But yeah, so very, very airy again, a little bit oversized for me, but again, because it is a linen shirt, because it's something that you're going to be wearing, you're not going to the office with this, obviously. So unless your office is to 12 feet away from the ocean, that's a different story.
Ours kind of is.
Ours kind of is, yeah, exactly. But so yeah, very comfortable. Definitely does the job in the summertime, and love the fact that it is a 2-pack. So we've got 3 different ways to wear it.
Can't go wrong with a two-piece. And it's funny because for the longest time, like, when like the two pieces really like blew up and I was like trying to get Seb to wear them and he was just like, not really for me type thing. And then now like he just has so many of them and he is definitely a fan for sure. All right, up next, our next shirt here, I'm seeing that it is saying currently unavailable, but we're still going to show it to you because I know Coofandy, it probably got sold out and it will be back in stock soon, I am sure, obviously. So the only thing is I can't like give you all of the information. It's just not showing up right now, but you'll be able to see this on Seb. So this is basically, if you are into wearing the tank tops and you're looking for more of an elevated look than the ones we were just showing you with the V-neck, the ones that Seb wears to the gym, which you could also not wear to the gym. This one is fancier. This is one that Seb would not wear to the gym, and you will get a nice close look and see why.
Yeah, this is definitely something that's a little bit more unique, a little bit more of a piece where if I had a pool party or something like that pool party at the end of the month at Lottery Farm.
Oh, that's a good one.
This is where you would wear that, where people are a little bit more dressed up, but it's still that, pool vibe or ocean vibe. This is what it is. Let me get closer so you can actually see. Look at this. You've never seen that on a tank top, on a, literally a sleeveless shirt, but you do have all this pattern, all this kind of ribbing. It looks really, really nice. It is all around. But the nicest thing is it's not inside. The inside is also kind of like lined. So the inside feels like a t-shirt. The outside feels like it's got like texture and three-dimensional things. It did come in a few different colors, not a ton, but I'm sure it's going to be back in stock in no time because the price had a limited price or time deal on it, if I remember correctly. And that's probably why I just went like hotcakes. But again, like Michelle said, like I'm saying, it always comes back because Coofandy is really good at just like keeping that inventory ready for you guys when you're ready to buy.
Awesome. So if you are into tank tops, honestly, this one is going to give you that really nice elevated look for sure. All right, up next, we have a long sleeve dress shirt. This one is really cool because it's got this like really subtle texture on it. Sometimes it's even hard to see it, but Seb will get nice and close so you can check that out. This is 92% polyester and 8% spandex. Seb is wearing the green, but there are about 12 different colors here to choose from because as I keep saying, Coofandy obviously loves to give you all the different options here because, we know that just because one person loves a certain color doesn't mean that everybody will. So having options, of course, is important. This is normally $29.99 and it is 17% off, making this $24.99. And again, under $25 for a really nice dress shirt, like it's just, you cannot beat the prices at Coofandy. Definitely. Besides the fact that, we love, the styles and the fabrics, the prices are right up there with some of our favorite things. So let's go ahead and see how this one looks on Seb.
Look at that.
Ooh, the tuck in. You're just so fancy today.
Going with the tuck. I go with the tuck because when I do feel like they're a little longer, they just need to get tucked, obviously. That cut will tell you you need to get tucked. And of course, the wrinkle-free aspect of it makes it like such a no-brainer, right?
Yeah.
You are not going to wrinkle this. Now, what Michelle was talking about, that kind of texture, visual texture, because I don't want to say it's a texture that I can feel.
Yeah, you can't feel it, right?
Can't feel anything, but I'm going to get a little closer and hopefully you can see what we're talking about.
Yeah, there it is.
Let's see. Yep, you can see a little bit of that, almost like scales. Yeah, there you go.
I think of like a little miniature checkerboard. No?
Yeah, look at that. So definitely something that's unique, different. It's again something that people will see if they get close enough to you, obviously. But if not, it just looks like a proper dress shirt. Now, it is a very light dress shirt and also has that kind of like cooling effect as soon as you put it on as well, like wrinkle-free would scream about. So my thing is, I love the seams. I feel like they're. I don't know. I'm not a seamster or whatever. I just feel like it's everything is like double stitched. I don't know if you can see this, probably not, but everything feels double stitched. So obviously very, very strong. I'm going to untuck it so you guys can see what it looks untucked. Still looks very nice. I could have it unbuttoned with a t-shirt under here. I'm not wearing anything under here right now. And I wanted to show you a little bit of that stretch. You got that stretch with that nylon, right? So very, very nice. Super easy. That stretch is not meant to stretch this way. It's meant to let you move around and be extra comfortable. But yeah, a very, very nice dress shirt. And it comes in at least 10 or 11 different colors. So check it out.
All the options. All right. And wrinkle free. We love a good wrinkle free. Up next, we have another waffle bomber jacket. So earlier, Seb was wearing, I believe, the black one. So now he has, they're calling this one the like blue violet one. This one's 97% polyester, 3% spandex. There are 12 different colors to choose from. So you've got, your khaki, your white. They've got this really nice dark red. I'm a big fan of like Coofandy's like reds and burgundies and like their wine red. They're like super nice and rich looking. Well, they got the brown. I really like this. Oh, moon gray. Interesting. Yeah, isn't it? Like, yeah, because like they have this one here that's the khaki, but like you can definitely see the difference between the two. You can see once you look at these ones back to back, you can definitely see the gray tone in it, Do you? I would be, it's so different. I would just be so worried to get it dirty. Like,
yeah, but the white with some blue jeans.
Yeah, definitely. But because like it's one thing to wear a white shirt, but when you have something with so much surface area, like a whole jacket, like I'm just too clumsy, I feel like, But all right, and this one is $32.98, and let's see what it looks like on Seb.
This is another one of those jackets that you just want to throw on, put in a bag, travel with. It is so comfortable. Keeps you a little like on an airplane. I always get so cold on an airplane. This is like the perfect kind of in between. Usually I'm always with a hoodie or a bigger sweater, but this would kind of like still class up my outfit because I have that nice zipper. I have the nice waffle look. Look at this. Really, really nice and trendy. But I'm still going to keep warm because I've got that long sleeve. I love that the sleeves are, again, double stitched here. No cinch, which, changes the style a little bit as well. And again, a little bit more like a windbreaker, no cinch at the bottom as well. And look how the fit is perfect. It's got some pockets as well, Michelle. Huh? Look at this.
I love a pocket.
And does not have the inside finish with that, kind of that shiny finish, but it is still finished as in it's not messy. It doesn't have all these,
Is it the waffle on the inside too? No,
it's not waffle on the inside. So it does have that double layer. So, yeah. Very nice. It is on the lighter side. Like I wouldn't be wearing this like when it's really, really cold outside, but as part of, just elevate any type of like outfit, definitely, or complete an outfit, definitely something that I want.
It's perfect for summer just to kind of throw on. And as Seb said, to like complete your look. It's not necessarily like to keep you like super warm. It's to finish the look, which is nice. All right, up next, we have the two-piece tracksuit. I love this. Every time we talk about this, I always tell Seb, we got this a couple years too late because Seb and I used to be teachers and, he used to be the swim coach and the soccer coach and he did all kinds of things. I was like, man, this would have been so perfect. You would just need a whistle. But obviously this is not just for, teachers. This is a great like travel outfit. I don't know about you. I love wearing like matching sets when I'm traveling. Super comfortable. Seb does have the wine red, but there are about 8 different colors to choose from here. Not a ton of options like sizes. You've got your small, medium, and then like large and extra large. I think they're kind of just like limited on what they have left. But normally this is $51.99 and it is 15% off, making this $43.98. And did I mention, so the fabric is 97% polyester and 3% spandex. And let's see what it looks like on Seb.
Yeah, you just said it exactly. The last one, I was like, on the airplane and all that. I'm always in jeans in an airplane, and Michelle always looks at me and goes like, why jeans? Like, it's not comfortable.
Sweatpants.
Once I did sweatpants. I had like sneakers, sweatpants, and a nice, like, still put together, still, nice. I don't want to look like a slob. Man, was it comfortable sitting in these uncomfortable seats, sitting in these uncomfortable situations, or just running around an airport all day. Man, it's comfortable. So this is kind of that. Not everyone's a coach. Not everyone needs a whistle around their necks, but I feel like everyone needs a two-piece like this because it just, like, for me, this, I look at this now and I don't think coach. I see someone flying in coach.
Because everyone is wearing these two pieces now,
absolutely.
right? They're everywhere.
So comfortable. Love that nice stretch. Definitely. Of course, Coofandy never forgets to put that extra drawstring to actually attach it. Love the fact that there's no cinch at the bottom as well. So you can wear this with any type of sneakers, high top sneakers, whatever. It's not going to cinch down. You're going to look a little bit different. I love that. And then as far as the top goes, it's like a perfect jacket. It's like, and again, maybe red's not your color. You've got 8 different colors that you can choose from. Solid colors, of course. Top and bottom, the same colors. You do have that cinch right here. It is a little bit heavier because, of course, it is it's a proper, coach jacket, tracksuit, as you would call it. The zipper is really high quality zipper, which I like. I do like that little touch of you got that. It could have been nothing, but you do have that that extra collar that I can zip all the way up as well, which is nice. But yeah, comfortable pockets here, pockets on the actual pants as well. You can't go wrong if you're traveling. Definitely. But if you're just lounging around the house as well.
Lounging and want to look cool. It always makes me laugh when Seb is like excited to see like, sweatpants that don't have the cinch. Whereas like I'm all for the cinch, you want to just like keep it all nice and warm and toasty, but Seb hates it because then he feels like he has a hard time like picking certain shoes to go with it. He's very picky about things like that. And it just makes me laugh because like he's like, look, there's no cinch. And I feel like a lot of people are into the cinch, but I'm sure there are many people like Seb that are not into this, not into the cinch. All right, up and next, when we first started the stream, we were talking about Seb was wearing a flannel shirt, and I told you that we also have the one in purple, and I love this. I've said this before, and I'm going to say it again. I love doing these collaborations and working with Coofandy because we don't get to pick the items. This is not a color that I would have picked for Seb, but I love it. I think the purple looks really nice on him. And yeah, it's just not something that I would have picked. I would have gone, for the black and white. I for sure would have gone for the classic black and red. I just feel like as Canadians that screams, Canadian. But I love this purple so much. It looks great on him. This is 65% polyester and 35% cotton. So you've got that nice cotton softness to it. And this is $27.99. And let's see what it looks like. Oh, and also just to throw out there are like 15 different colors to choose from. So if the purple or the classic red and black are not your jam, honestly, so many, like there's even like a yellow and black. There's a really nice green and black one as well. But so definitely check those out.
Yeah, this one is one of my favorites.
I love it.
It's incredible. The color is great. Again, would have chosen purple, but I love it. It's so nice. Even with those jeans,
it looks so good.
I feel like I can go out, I can go to the movies, I can just drive around. Yeah, it's just nice. It's just nice. Now, if I go up close, it's going to be hard for you to see that it is so soft. You can almost see the fluff on here. It's extremely soft, but also extremely thin. This is not a shacket. This is not a jacket. This is a shirt. So, of course, you've got the black buttons here. I can button all the way up, and it is a proper shirt. You do have buttons, double buttons on the cuffs here as well. You do have a little pocket right here. But yeah, this thing is, again, just another one of those outfit or pieces that completes the outfit and that makes it more, I don't know, I feel it's trendy, unique, something that I would have never chosen to go with a plaid shirt, since the 90s. Mm-hmm. And now it's back and everyone's wearing it. It's just...
We need to get you a little choker necklace. I wonder if Coofandy sells the choker necklaces to go with it. Isn't it? It's a thing. Come on. All right. And
our 13-year-old niece is a thing.
Yeah, 100%. All right. Our very last item for today is another bomber jacket. So again, I feel like Seb went from 0 bomber jackets to all of them, or too many to count, which I am a huge fan of. So this one is the ruby gray. Probably one of my favorite things about this, and I'm unsure if it's Seb's favorite, but he'll be able to tell you. I do love that the collar has that little bit of white going through that. So it just kind of makes it pop a little bit, which I think is great. There are about 9 different colors to choose from. Fabric type, they're just saying it is waffle fabric. And we've got another beautiful lowest price in 30 days. This is normally $33.97. It is 5% off, making this $32.27. We love seeing those lowest price in 30-day tags. And let's see what this looks like on Seb.
I feel like the waffle, it's got to be polyester, like there's soft Coofandy polyester, which I love. I'll show you the waffle a little bit closer here. Look at that, really nice texture. Definitely the texture I can feel. You're right, Michelle. This pop of white is gorgeous.
So nice.
It just, again, pops, right?
Yeah.
It just really kind of like differentiates the whole, it just makes it different. Makes it really like a more trendy, more, unique bomber jacket. If I do zip it up, look at this, zip it up. It does fit perfectly. This is a medium, by the way. I've got pockets on the side. I've got cinch around the waist, so I can actually feel like, and it is a thicker type of bomber. It's not like those windbreaker bombers that I had previously that were a little thinner. This one here has the finish inside, so it is double lined, and it does feel like it's going to be more than a windbreaker. It's going to be a little bit warmer as well, which I like. And my favorite thing, top of that white thing here, is check this out. I've got a little pocket to hide things in, and then just zip up. I think that's so cool because, of course, clearly the pockets here do not have zippers. So if I want to, keep my keys, keep a couple of bucks or whatever, right here, zip it up, and none the wiser.
I was just going to say while you were talking, I love the cinch on the bottom. I love at the front how you have a bit of the waffle, and then you see the cinch. Like, I just feel like it really kind of stands out, but like in a good way. It's cool. I feel like you don't see that often where you get that little patch with the waffle and then it goes all the way through.
Very true.
It's nice. I like it. Very true, Michelle. I agree. So I am a fan of that. All right. That is everything for us today. Thank you so much for being here. If you were here in the beginning, actually, we had a little bit of a hiccup, but thankfully our sound, we are good to go. And hopefully you guys have found some really great pieces, some really great deals.
Yeah.
And
we did.
Yeah. I've added a few things to the cart. Definitely. I always do that while we are shopping. But definitely keep an eye on these prices. You guys know Prime Day is coming up. But as Seb mentioned, with Coofandy, I feel like there's always Prime Days. You're always going to see those lowest prices. They're always doing some kind of deal and discount. Yeah. So definitely look through all of these awesome pieces. Check out the carousel. Check out the different colors, the different patterns.
Look, even it's nice.
I know. It is super nice. Yeah, definitely. You're bound to find something you love.
Look at the white. It
pops. It definitely pops.
Have a great rest of the weekend. Enjoy your Saturday. Enjoy your Sunday. If you're watching us on another platform, make sure to follow Coofandy right by clicking in the link in the description so you can follow them on Amazon. And happy shopping, guys. Enjoy.
Yeah. Take care, guys. Have a good one.
Later.
Bye.